In the winter months, it can be really easy to fall into a frumpy style rut because we're reaching for the same pair of jeans, we're reaching for the same baggy sweater and the same puffy coat and the same bulky shoes that we reach for day in, day out because you just want to be comfortable, you just want to be warm, and you really kind of stopped caring what you look like. So today I am going to talk with you about the top 5 plus size frumpy style mistakes to avoid this winter. So let's go ahead and get started. Hello and welcome. My name is Oralia. I'm a personal stylist and my passion in life is to help plus size women look and feel their absolute best. I believe that everyone deserves to look and feel beautiful both inside and out, regardless of size or age. As a personal stylist, I observe women and what they wear all the time. It's a part of what I do. I'm always a little bit sad when I see a woman that looks like she's kind of given up, especially during the winter. And I get it because during the winter, it can be really hard to get through these dreary months and we can fall into that frumpy style mindset. But there is a way to fight that off. How you dress has a huge impact on how you feel, and you can get yourself out of those winter blues really easily by dressing beautifully and dressing with confidence. I want to take a step back though and be very clear on what I mean by being frumpy. When you look for the word frumpy up, it has a very simple definition. It just means dowdy and old-fashioned. Being frumpy has nothing to do with age. You could be in your 20s and be dowdy and old-fashioned. Frumpiness really does affect how we feel about ourselves. It really has an emotional impact. I want to help you to avoid it and to feel your best. I have got one bonus point that I want to make that is actually a really good one. So make sure you stick to the end so that you can find out what that is. The first style mistake to avoid is not taking any risks with your personal style. You could get caught in a style rut or even a beauty rut. In this case, when you wear the same things over and over and over again for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you don't change your personal style at all. And what that means is that you're not taking any risks with your style. You're not experimenting, you're not trying different things, you're not changing what you're wearing at all. It's really important to experiment with your personal style because experimentation is actually what helps you to grow. It's what helps you to evolve. And we always want to be evolving. We want to be changing because that's what keeps things fresh. That's what keeps us looking modern. That's what keeps us looking relevant. And that's what keeps us away from being frumpy and looking frumpy, is by pushing yourself and trying new things and experimenting. I mean, even myself personally, I have been experimenting with my personal style because I recognized that I got into a style rut. I was wearing nothing but wide leg pants. I wasn't really branching out, trying different things. And lately I have been trying a lot of different things. I went through the 3-word method and it kind of sparked something in me that using my 3 words, I'm kind of pushing and trying, and maybe it doesn't look great. So what? It is okay to make a style faux pas every now and again because that at least means that you're trying something different. It's your personal style and you have a right to experiment with it, and you have a right to sometimes fail. And that's okay because it teaches you what you don't like, what you shouldn't wear. But it's all fun, right? It's all just trying new and different things and not being afraid to try new and different things. You could maybe incorporate a moto jacket into your style if you're like a really solid classic traditional style. If you're like hardcore bohemian, maybe throwing in a structured blazer every now and again, or wear a pair of really cool sunglasses even. A sunglass can do so much for your outfit, and it really does make a difference in what you're wearing, especially when you pick a modern sunglass, not the sunglasses that you've had for the last 20 years, but a new shape, a new whatever in sunglasses. It's always fun to push the boundaries because that in itself will help you to break out of your style rut and keep you from looking frumpy. So the next style mistake to avoid is to not add trendy pieces. This goes hand in hand with experimenting with your personal style. Now, when I work with clients, I always tell them you should follow an 80-20 ratio in your wardrobe. 80% of your wardrobe should be your classic, timeless, foundational pieces, your wardrobe essentials, and then 20% can be the trends that you bring in so that your style always looks fresh and so that you look modern and up to date. And you can have a little bit of fun with your wardrobe, because wearing the same thing again and again and again can get very boring. So if you bring something in that is a little bit more trendy, that's okay. As long as you're not, 100 or even 50% trend, you are doing well with your wardrobe, because that's the beautiful thing about having that 80% in the timeless pieces, the foundational pieces, because when you bring in that new stuff, it works very well with what you already established, and then you can move the new stuff out for whatever new happens to be trending in a year or whatever. So it's good to incorporate trends because they do keep your style looking fresh. They make you look modern, and it also helps you to have a lot of fun with your wardrobe. You get to bring in things that maybe have a sense of humor or that make you smile or whatever the case may be. We don't consider the impact that our outerwear has and that it should jibe with the outfit that you're wearing. Sometimes your coat is the only thing that people see. And even if you have to wear a big puffer because you are in a really, really frigid climate and you want it to be the most stylish thing that it can be, because you're going to feel better, you're going to look better. Now, if you're in a really frigid climate, I think that there are options for you. You don't always have to wear the big puffer coat. You could layer underneath a really nice solid wool coat, and that should also work to help keep you warm. So you're wearing a base layer and you've got a lot of thin layers, and then you can then wear a wool coat over it instead of having to resort to wearing a big puffer. That's one way that you can do it. Now, if you want to see me do a video on how to layer, let me know and I'm happy to do that. There's a lot of really beautiful options even in the most frigid of temperatures. So there are ways of getting around that and still looking stylish and polished. If you do have to do a puffy jacket, there are things to look for in that puffy jacket so that you look a little bit slimmer, you don't look as bulky. You could pick a puffer that has got a bit of a defined waistline. That's one way of looking a little bit better in a puffer jacket, not looking so, like a marshmallow. You actually have some structure to your puffer. Part B to this point is when you don't take into consideration the coat and how it works with the outfit that you're wearing underneath it. Nothing makes me cringe more than when I see a woman who has got a really beautiful suit or has got a really beautiful party dress on and they look stunning, and then they put on a puffer or a sloppy, parka style jacket or like a windbreaker or something like that over their outfit. I'm like, oh my God, you just ruined that beautiful outfit with this coat that you're wearing. It just makes it look like you don't care. It makes it look like you didn't put any thought into what you're wearing. It just looks so sloppy and so not classy. And so make sure that when it comes to your outerwear and what you're wearing underneath it, make sure that they jibe together, that one is a complement to the other. Because while in some cases the coat is all people see, sometimes the coat is just what's on the outside and it's what you're wearing underneath that people are going to see. But they have to complement one another, because otherwise it's just not gonna look very good, and you're just gonna look like you don't care, and that's like serious Frumpville right there. So keep that in mind as you are building out your outerwear collection, because you should have something that looks really good when you have to dress up. The next style mistake is to sacrifice style for comfort. You do not have to do that at all. You really can be stylish and you can be comfortable. And this really pertains mostly to shoes. I get it that you want to keep your feet warm. I get it that you don't want to slip and slide in the snow, if you're in that kind of a climate, or you want to keep your feet dry or whatever. But there are so many shoes out there these days that are very stylish and still very functional and comfortable in whatever situation you happen to be in. just look for something that looks good, that's very stylish, that looks fun. I've got a pair of snow boots, and I love to wear my snow boots because they've got fur lining on them. And even though they're snow boots, they're actually still quite cute, and they look good with my outfit. I'm protected whenever it snows here, but I'm still wearing something that's actually really cute and stylish. And you just need to put in that extra effort. Now, I get it that as we age, and if you are plus size, you might have specific foot needs, extra wide shoes. You might be contending with a bunion or maybe some plantar fasciitis or whatever, and you need to wear shoes that are comfortable. There are a lot of shoes out on the market these days that are stylish and comfortable. I'm not sponsored for this video, but Vivaya is one of my top recommendations when it comes to shoes for special needs, like a bunion or plantar fasciitis or things like that, where you need to find a shoe that's got a lot of cushioning and that's very comfortable, easy to wear, stretchy, will fit a foot, you know, so you want to go there. But they're not the only ones. Rothy's is very similar to Vivaya in the offerings that they provide. Then you've got other shoemakers out there like Dream Pairs and shoes like that that are focused on comfort and style. So do your research, find what you can find, check out other YouTubers, make sure that you're looking for the best shoes that are most stylish and also comfortable so that you don't feel like you are doomed to wear sash shoes for the rest of your life. You can find really beautiful, cute shoes out there that are not going to hurt your feet. The next mistake to avoid, and it is a big one because this one is 100% Frumpsville, and that is wearing baggy clothing. You want to make proper fit a priority. When you wear clothing that is too baggy, and I know that a lot of women do it because they're trying to hide things. They don't want to show off their belly, or maybe they've got a big butt, or maybe they have hips, or whatever thing that you are trying to hide. When you wear clothing that is too big, you're actually making the problem worse. You're making yourself look bigger than you actually are. When you wear clothes that actually fit you, you look a lot taller, you look a lot more slender, you look just a lot more pulled together. You don't look like a sloppy, baggy mess. You can avoid that frumpy look by just wearing clothing that fits. You might get some people that approach you and say, have you lost weight? Because you look thinner. It's because you're wearing clothes that fits you. Embrace the body that you have. Don't be so embarrassed about what you think is a flaw in your shape. Learn to love your body shape and learn how to dress your body shape. And that way you're looking your best. And there are a lot of visual tricks that you can do. I do have a video on how to look taller and slimmer that I will have linked in the cards and in the description box down below, so that you can have a look at that and learn what style tips and tricks you can use in order to make yourself look a little bit more slender and also to make yourself look taller. So my bonus style mistake to avoid, and this is actually two that I've mashed up into one. Don't care so much about age appropriateness in style. Style has no age or size. It is attainable for everyone, regardless of age, size, income level, whatever. Everyone can be stylish. Get yourself out of that age appropriate mindset. There is no such thing as age appropriate. And I would go so far as to say, don't judge other women for the same thing. Don't worry about what other women are wearing. Stay in your own lane and really focus on what you yourself are wearing. And the other half of this point is not caring so much what others think about you. Because when you allow others to influence you, you are allowing them to take your power from you. And you don't want to do that. You are empowered to do what you want to do. If there is something that you like to wear that makes you feel beautiful, that makes you feel good, then wear it. You know, don't let anyone else tell you that you can or cannot wear it, me included. If it makes you feel beautiful, do it, rock it. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. And this one is super important because, like I've said at the beginning of the video, mindset has a lot to do with how you feel about yourself. And if you are feeling frumpy, and if you are, feeling that, oh, well, I can't wear that because I'm not, in my 20s anymore. It's not that you can't wear it. It's about how are you going to style it to fit your life where it is right now, to fit the season of life that you're in right now. Be the best, most stylish, beautiful woman that you can be. If you're struggling on how to define your personal style, then I would recommend that you watch this video right here that talks about the 3-word method. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I truly appreciate it, and I hope to see you in that video. Bye.